You know, every single day, we're all fighting a battle we can't even see. It's this constant struggle against an invisible world of germs and viruses that are, well, pretty much everywhere. So let's get into it and explore the simple but really powerful ways we can fight back.
Okay, let's start with a question for you. Just think about your day. What are the two, let's say, dirtiest things you've done? And I bet the answer might not be what you think it is.
So check this out. Licking your finger to flip a page, or just counting out some cash. These are super common habits, right? But they're also incredibly effective ways we shuttle germs from all kinds of surfaces directly into our bodies. We're basically just inviting them in. It's a perfect example of how this whole invisible battle really works.
And that, right there, is the heart of what this is all about. You see, health isn't just the thing you have, it's something you've got to actively protect. Hygiene and sanitation, they're not just chores, they're your strategy. They're how you win on this invisible battlefield every single day.
So where do we even begin with this strategy? Well, it all starts with you. Your first and honestly your most important line of defense is what you could call your personal shield. And that shield is built by mastering personal hygiene.
Let's get a really clear definition on the table. Hygiene is the science and the practice of maintaining good health. And I love that because it's not just one thing. There's the science, the knowledge behind it, but that knowledge doesn't do a thing unless you put it into practice with daily action. So how do we do that? How do we put it into practice? It really all comes down to these four foundational pillars. Think of them as the legs of a table supporting your health. Cleanliness, physical exercise, rest and sleep, and just general healthy habits. Every single one is absolutely crucial.
And the crazy thing is, when you look at this list, none of this is rocket science, right? Washing your hands, taking a shower, brushing your teeth twice a day. These are the small, consistent things that physically get rid of germs and make a massive, massive difference.
And hey, let's not forget about rest. It might feel like you're not doing anything, but sleep is when your body is working overtime to repair itself and recharge all its defenses. And here's some great advice. For most adults, you're aiming for 6 to 7 hours of continuous, undisturbed sleep. That undisturbed part, that's a real game changer. Okay, so you've got your personal shield. Awesome. But here's the thing. You're not fighting this battle alone. Your shield works best when we're all protected together. And that's where our community armor comes in, social hygiene and sanitation. I mean, think about it. We all share the same spaces, offices, schools, public transit. Keeping them clean is a group effort, but it gets even bigger than that. It's about having huge systems in place for things like clean drinking water and getting rid of garbage properly. Those are the absolute foundations of public health that keep all of us safe.
All right, so we've got our defenses up. We've got our personal shield and our community armor. But who's the enemy? Who are we actually fighting against? Let's get a look at the bad guys. In public health, they call them vectors, the critters that carry and spread diseases.
And you might laugh when you see this, but seriously, meet public enemy number one. Yeah, the good old housefly. You think it's just annoying, right? Wrong. It's one of the most dangerous pests out there simply because of how good it is at spreading germs from disgusting places right onto our food.
Just look at how it operates. Its whole body is covered in these tiny hairs. It's like a little disgusting Velcro suit for germs. It doesn't even bite you. It lands on your food and basically throws up saliva to dissolve it, contaminating everything. And yeah, it even poops while it's eating. This is exactly how it spreads diseases like cholera, dysentery, and typhoid.
Next up, let's move from the messy pest to a true silent assassin, an insect that's way more famous for being deadly, the mosquito. It's the carrier for some of the most serious diseases on the planet.
And this is so important because this right here, this is their Achilles heel. Mosquitoes absolutely need stagnant, standing water to breed. From a tiny larva to an adult, their whole early life happens in places like puddles, old tires, even a bit of water in a flower pot. And that's a key to stopping.
And the stakes here are unbelievably high. Different types of mosquitoes are like specialists in carrying different diseases. You've got the Anopheles mosquito carrying malaria. The Culex can transmit elephantiasis, and the Aedes is responsible for yellow fever and dengue. It's just a tiny insect, but it has a massive, deadly footprint.
And of course, we can't talk about domestic pests without mentioning the rat. They don't just destroy food supplies. They're infamous for carrying fleas, the very things that spread the bubonic plague, a disease that's literally killed millions and millions of people throughout history.
Okay, so that's the rogues gallery. It sounds pretty grim, right? But here's the thing, and this is the most important part. We know how to fight back. This is not a hopeless battle. We have proven strategies for control and prevention.
Take a look at this list of pretty nasty diseases. Cholera, dysentery, hepatitis A. Do you see the common thread here? They're all primarily spread through contaminated water and food. This shows you exactly why social sanitation, clean water, proper waste disposal is so critical. It cuts off the main highway these germs use to get around.
And for an enemy like the mosquito, we don't just do one thing. We have a full-on, multi-pronged attack plan. We can use insecticides to get the adults. Most importantly, we can get rid of their breeding grounds, any standing water. We can even fight them in the water itself by spraying a thin layer of oil to suffocate the larvae, or even introducing fish like gambusia that just eat them. It's a really smart, comprehensive strategy. You know, after looking at all of this, you can really boil it all down to this one simple, powerful idea. This is the ultimate takeaway. Staying healthy isn't some big mystery. It needs 3 things: a balanced diet, proper personal hygiene, and good sanitation. That's it. That's the formula. And that brings us right back to where we started, with you. This battle against the invisible world isn't won in one big, heroic moment. It's won in the small, consistent things you do every single day. Your daily habits are your strongest defense. So the real question is, how strong are you building that wall?